what are the companies is currently hiring machine learning engineers? What are the roles you have to play if you actually get selected for these companies? As we all know, machine learning is one of the most hottest and trending domain. But why? Why it's getting the popularity? Why every company is trying to use ML technique? We will talk about that, and also we will have a look at what is the first and foremost reason for that you can actually use this machine learning for your business. How can you predict your business? How can you make your customer satisfied with machine learning? So keep that in our mind. We came up with a video where we are going to talk about the top 10 companies for ML profile in 2021. Great Learning has came up with the idea of Great Learning Academy, where you will get almost 80 plus free courses, and after complete your course you can claim your certificate as well. But what are those 80 plus courses? If you come down, you can see there are lots of domains we have. We have the most trending domains like data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, IT software, cloud computing, and so on. And if you click on this domain, you can see lots of courses we have over there. And these courses are designed by the prestigious universities and the professors. And if you actually enroll for these courses, you will get the free certificate as well as free content, which will really help you to understand this particular topic and also skill up yourself. And if you also look at the machine learning part, you will get lots of machine learning courses. Same goes for all the domain we have. Then why are you waiting? Then please go and enroll for these courses, and please do let us know what you feel about these particular courses. Start the video. Don't forget to subscribe Great Learning, and also do like the video if you feel it's going to help you in your career. So let's get started with the video. One by one, we are going to look into the company, total 10 company we are going to look into who are actually hiring machine learning engineers for their company. So let's have a look at why Uber is actually hiring machine learning engineer for their company. What are the main area a machine learning engineer is going to work for them? The first thing is, now Uber has jumped and also started their invention in the field of self-driving cars for the last few years. It's really interesting. As we all know, the self-driving car for Tesla, Uber is also the part of that right now. Now, let's have a look at what are the cases where Uber is currently using machine learning to solve their problems. The first one is driver's identity validation. How can you actually make sure the identity of the driver is good and the identity of the driver is actually authentic? For that, they use machine learning. Now, if you comes into traffic prediction, so when we actually go for any somewhere, if you are going for somewhere, it's always giving us a prediction that there is a traffic. Your estimate arrival will be this, right? So traffic prediction using machine learning, Uber is currently using machine learning for that. Now, if we talk about price based on user demand, suppose we all know the surge free. What is that? Suppose for a time the users are more, they actually have a good demand for their cab. That's time basically what they are doing, they increase the price. They know if they actually increase the price, then also you are going to book the cab. That is why they are using machine learning again to predict your demand for their cab, right? It's really interesting, guys. And last but not the least, Uber's machine learning platform, which helps developers to create, train, and deploy their models. Yes, they do have platform where you can actually develop your model, create your model, train your model, and deploy your model as well. This is pretty much about Uber. So let's have a look at the next company we are going to talk about. Apple. We all pretty much know about Apple because of its phone, because of its lots of other features as well. Apple is one of the most well-known companies in the market. They mainly hire machine learning engineers for 5 areas. What are those 5 areas? The first one, machine learning infrastructure. Yes, they do have machine learning engineer for their machine learning infrastructures. Then comes computer vision. Right. This is one of the most interesting domain, guys. What is computer vision? Computer doesn't have eye. Then also we can go for saying computer vision. Yes, this is a very pretty cool concepts, guys, and this is where actually Apple is doing really good. Suppose we are talking about our phone, right? We do have face lock. Did you ever think how your phone is going to recognize you? Not your friend as you? Yes, this is where computer vision comes into the picture. Computer vision helps actually your mobile basically have the mechanism using machine learning and deep learning where it can actually correctly predict you as a phone user. Yes, this is a very basic example I have given. There are lots of places where actually it use computer vision, right? So they actually hire machine learning developer to develop image processing software and deep neural networks. Now, if we talk about natural language processing and speech recognition, we are quite used to with Siri, right? If you are an Apple user, you should talk a lot with Siri for your lots of work, right? Did you ever think how a Siri is can actually understanding your language? Yes, this is something known as natural language processing. It's a process where your machine try to understand your language and it will process and it will do the needful. Yes, natural language processing and speech technologies is one of the most and best part of Apple. Not even in fact Apple, there are lots of companies currently using this particular technique. We all know about language translation. We'll all know about, if you want to convert English to Bengali or Hindi to Bengali. Yes, you can do that. How you can actually do that? By using natural language processing. You try to change your language to some different language, right? So yeah, this is something about natural language processing. Now, if we talk about deep learning and reinforcement learning, yes, Apple do use deep learning and reinforcement learning, which is the part of artificial intelligence. And last but not the least, applied research. So these are the 5 areas where actually Apple can hire you as a machine learning engineer. And don't you think this is something really interesting to work with Apple? Yes, you just need to know how machine learning works, what are the basics to make a model of your own, right? So this is where Apple actually can hire a machine learning engineer. Now, if we move towards IKEA, what is IKEA? IKEA is a next generation furniture provider. Yes, where they use insights from real life at home all over the world, learning about the needs and dreams of people. Yes, it's really interesting, guys. Their mission is to make a wide range of well designed functional home furnishing products at a low in budget to make their products affordable to everyone. Right. Now, if we see where they actually use the machine learning, IKEA's distribution network design and planning team is working on the potential of using artificial intelligence in its supply chain analytics. Right. So suppose they have the supply chain. They try to predict what are the furniture is going to be in the most in demand and what are the things they can add as a feature to their furniture. The past year has been spent on building a global competence center for network design using big data models and advanced analytics. Yes, this is how IKEA is trying to make a wide range of well designed and functional furniture with a very low cost, right? So now if we just move towards the fourth company. So we all know about Facebook. When Facebook started their journey as a social media platform, that time it was fairly simple. But with time, it becomes one of the top tech companies in Silicon Valley, right? So it uses machine learning in their own products, but where they actually use their machine learning. We actually know about this part, but just have a look at that. We all know face recognition. In Facebook, it automatically predict the face and it will automatically predict the name of the person, right? So in the case of face recognition, it uses machine learning. When we talk about speech recognition, as we already talked about speech recognition and natural language processing, Facebook also do use that. Now, language translation. Yes, we know, suppose someone has posted something in French, if you want to see it in English, you can do that. Or someone has posted something in Spanish and if you want to change it to French, you actually can do that in Facebook. But how? Again, the language translation procedure, right? Last but not least, personalized timeline for each users. For all the user, we don't have timeline and we don't have same feed for each and everyone, right? We do have our own personalized timeline. How they do that? They actually do that using machine learning. Yes, this is pretty much about Facebook, how they are using machine learning. Guys, each and every company is currently using this particular technique. Why? Because we have lots of features in machine learning. We can do lots of amazing tasks using machine learning. So let's move towards the next company we have, Amazon. We all quite familiar with Amazon, right? So in this case, we are, as we all quite aware of, Amazon Web Service AWS, that is one of the top cloud platform providers, right? Amazon machine learning engineers developed a huge range of products leveraging artificial intelligence which are available on the cloud. Yes. So like if we talk about this, we have SageMaker. What is SageMaker? A service for developer to build, train, and deploy machine learning model at scale. Yes, it really makes developers' lives easy. Now, if we talk about Lex, what is X? A conversational interface which is known as Amazon's Alexa device. We quite familiar with Amazon's Alexa, right? Yes, they have used machine learning to train their Alexa. Now comes deep lanes. What is deep lanes? Programmable camera with the ability to deep learn, used as a machine learning training tool. Yes, so these are the very few we have talked about that is comes under Amazon, but Amazon do have lots of other applications which are currently using machine learning, right? So yes, so these are the companies are currently machine learning, and also they are trying to develop more on machine learning areas, right? Now let's forward to the next company, which is one of the best company we know and our all dream company, which is nothing but Google. So Google has mastered in machine learning, and with all its application it made has actually made our life easy. So what are the application we have? When we all actually use Gmail. It's one of the most used application. So you can see in Gmail you can get smart replies. Sometimes these replies are better than you. How they do that? Again, the natural language processing, machine learning technique, everything they mixed and matched, and they have actually made these applications. Now, if we go and move forward, we can know Google Maps and search. So again, the traffic updates, estimate time arrival prediction, weather forecasting, all are done by machine learning techniques. Now, if we talk about Google Assistants, again, this is the part of natural language processing and speech recognition. Google does use that. Now comes language translator. Google also do have their language translator. If you write something in French and if you try to understand what is actually the meaning of this particular word, you can see that in that in English or in Bengali, and it's whatever the language is feasible for you. We do know Google Lens. If you have some word and if you just use that Google Lens, it will give the meaning on English, right? Or some again the language you want to look for, right? How they do that? Again, they are doing that using language translator, right? Then again, speech recognition. We do have speech recognition in Google Assistants as well, right? And yes, these are the basic applications. Again, we actually use this each and every time, each and every moment in our life. And we are kind of familiar with this application. So I hope it's basically helping you to understand how these companies are currently using machine learning. Without knowing even you are using machine learning techniques. Yes, machine learning is this popular right now. As we all know, LinkedIn is one of the most well-known social and also formal platform where you can showcase your skills and find your job as well. So let's have a look at what are the places LinkedIn are currently using machine learning. Yes, they are also using machine learning to enhance our experience with LinkedIn. What are the cases? Let's have a look at that. According to your skill set, according to your search, they are giving job recommendation. Suppose I want to become a data analyst, or I want to become a data scientist. What openings the LinkedIn has, LinkedIn will give you that recommendation to actually go for and apply. Yes, this is where we are using, basically the LinkedIn is using machine learning. Now, if we talk about customer member experience, yes, it's again our experience with LinkedIn, it's becoming enhancing basically using machine learning. Now comes personalized feed. When we actually talk about this in Facebook as well, everyone's feed is different in their profile. How they do that? According to your search, according to your skill set, and according to your likings, they actually try to personalize your feed. right? Yes. And last but not the least, if you are a HR and if you try to find a best candidate, LinkedIn will help you using their machine learning technique. So yes, it provides best candidate profile based on your requirement, right? Now let's talk about the eighth company basically we have, that is PayPal. What is PayPal? PayPal is an American company operating a worldwide online payment system that supports online money transfer and serves as an electronic alternative to traditional paper methods like checks and money orders. But how they are going to use machine learning? Yes, there are also lots of places they are using machine learning. You can't even think of what are the applications a machine learning can have. Yes, fraud detection, right? As we actually going and moving towards the online payments, the hackers are also growing with this basically. So in this time, what's happening? There is lots of fraud transaction is also happening. To stop those fraud transaction, people is currently using fraud detection using machine learning. How can they actually detect a transaction before it's done? It's a fraud transaction. Now, risk analysis. Suppose you are doing a payment, it will try to analyze what is the risk that your payment will be done or your payment will not be done, right? So they are doing the risk analysis as well. They're also using deep learning for a few of their cases to solve their problem, right? I hope you are understanding what are the things actually people are also using to make their business grow. Last but not the least, anomaly detection. What is anomaly detection? Anomaly detection is basically outlier in your data. What are the outlier you have? Suddenly there is a huge transaction is going on. You know, this person never had this huge transaction before. There is a possibility these are fraud transaction. This is again outlier and also anomaly, right? It will try to detect that anomaly from the data, right? So this is how people is also using machine learning techniques. Now if we move toward the ninth company, what is that? This is Accenture, right? We quite used to with this name. Accenture is a global professional services company, provides a range of services and solutions in strategy, consulting, digital technology, and operations. Now let's have a look at what are the places they are currently using machine learning and they are trying to understand and analyze their business. In this case, raw data. When they have raw data, they try to analyze them using machine learning. Now, if it comes to the second point, statistical analysis to discover trends or patterns that can be used for building data products to extract valuable business insights. Yes, from the data, it basically machine learning help us to extract the business insights. Now, the third point enhances data collection procedures for building analytical systems, right? So these are the places where Accenture is currently using machine learning. So let's have a look at the last but not the least, uses predictive modeling to increase and optimize customer experience. So all the companies anyway try to make their customers happy, right? For as Accenture also try to optimize their customer experiences, revenue generation and other business outcomes. For that, they are also using machine learning. The last company we are going to talk about, that is Valuecoders. Yes, what is Valuecoders? Valuecoders is the leading machine learning development company in India, and also they help their clients in leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning tools for different purposes. Let's have a look at what are the purpose they are currently using machine learning. Recommendation system. We all know about recommendation system. We have talked about that as well. Suppose your company said, hey, I just want to make my website and I want to give my customers a good recommendation. Why do we need to give the recommendation? We just need to give the recommendation to make a good sale. Suppose someone is looking for something and I give a good recommendation. That person feels like, hey, I can take this as well. It's basically increasing your sales and also it's making customers happy, right? Let's have a look at what is the next application they are working on. Perform business analytics. Yes, business analytics currently using and having a good place in the market because from the data, it's basically giving us the analytics and giving us the insights that how can we actually grow our business, right? So this is one of the best one. And they also have AI chatbots. We are quite used to with the chatbots and we actually know chatbots are becoming more intelligent day by day. How? Again, the more data you are giving to your chatbots, it's becoming intelligence. They also make the product of AI chatbots. Right? This is last but not the least. These are the top 10 companies we have who are currently using machine learning, and also they are currently hiring machine learning engineers. I hope you like the video. If you really like the video, then don't forget to like the video and also don't forget to subscribe Great Learning. And also, if you feel this is an informational video, then please do share this with your friends. And before complete this, I will suggest you to go for Great Learning Academy. What is Great Learning Academy? Already I have talked about that, but as a reminder, Great Learning Academy is a good initiative from Great Learning, where you will get almost 80 plus free courses, and after complete your course, you can claim your certificate as well. And if you want to do this course in your mobile application, that's also possible using Great Learning app. And you can actually do a lot of courses in these hot domains, in these current trending domains like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and all. Please don't forget to check out Great Learning Academy. Thank you so much.